Psychosocial. Shut up! Welcome back, everybody. I'm sorry if anyone watched this stream in the. Whoa, where's this from? Hold on. Oh, that's cool. What lighthouse is that? That's a lighthouse, not just a singular light. But okay. Welcome back, everybody. Oh. I'll be right back.
I gotta go pick up some money. I just mowed lawn earlier. And we throw ourselves against the wall when no one else can say.
Oh, sorry guys. Sorry. All right. Anyways, we're locked. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink. What drink do we want? I don't feel like eating healthy right now. Probably because it's also my cheat day. I'm gonna have a vanilla Coke syrup. But anyways, this is another episode of the Solo Survival. Guys, last time on Solo Survival, which was about a week ago. No, guys, listen. I know usually if you've been update what? Guys, usually I would play on Fridays, and it is Friday. But usually I would play for at least 6 hours. Usually Friday is the only day I really have to play Minecraft. Normally I don't have work. The last few weeks I haven't had work, and my girlfriend's at work usually. So with those two being combined, and Friday usually being the one day where I don't have any schoolwork to do, that and Wednesday usually means that Friday. Okay, you know what? No, I need to do that. I need to go to the Microsoft Store again. Welcome, AddiePie100, if you're still here, which I'm assuming you are because there's 2 people. But welcome to the stream. So the goal for this episode is that last time we started laying the framework for the railroad I'm gonna build, and this time I am going to dig the tunnel because it's gonna go through a hill, and so I need to start. Well, I need to figure out how to update this game. It never works. The Minecraft launcher can never update itself. Shoot. Minecraft Windows. Play. Wait, does the Minecraft launcher stay at? You know what? I don't care. I'm confused. Let me close this really quick. But again, last episode we started laying some logs down for where the powered rails are gonna go. This episode we are going to actually start digging the tunnel. I figured that I'm only gonna be able to play for like an hour and 15 minutes. This is gonna be a shorter stream than. I'm sorry. It's gonna be a shorter stream than usual because my girlfriend gets off work at. Oh. She get off. I think she gets off work at 1 actually. I just realized. Fuck me. I just realized I think she might actually get off at 1 o'clock, which is gonna mean that this stream will either be 15 minutes if she gets off at 1, or it's gonna be hour and 15 if she gets off at 2. Either way. Man, I just realized I would have spent. I really hope she gets off at 2 actually. Not that I don't want to see her, it's just I feel like this would be a complete. Okay, she gets off at 2. I feel like if she did get off at 1, this would have just been a waste of my time. I should have just went there and just waited for her to get off work. But no, she gets off at 2. So yeah, no. So again, the goal for this episode is to dig a tunnel. That's it. We're just gonna dig a tunnel through this hill that I'm standing on right now to get to the other side. And that over there, that sea right there, is the Macacia Sea. And I'll also go over a few plans I have for the future. I'll probably show you guys in a creative copy of this world because I won't have time. I'm gonna just bore the tunnel, and then I'm gonna place some of the logs down every 25 blocks to determine where the powered rails are gonna go. But after I do that, then I'm gonna go in. I'll either go into a creative copy of this world and show you guys a few of my plans. Wait, is it raining? I'm so confused. Alright, so what we'll digging and getting smaller again. I'm done. It has begun. I'm not the only one. And the rain can us all. I want to be on the same Y as this one. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably make it about this high. And so what we're gonna start with is we're at like the exact right in front of it. I want this to be. I think we'll make the tunnel. So we'll do this, guys. I think this will be the center. This is where the rail is gonna go through. We're just gonna make it a straight tunnel. Nothing fancy, just straight. And this is where it's gonna go through. And we'll probably make it. I'll probably make it 5 blocks tall or 5 blocks wide. So we'll have an extra block of space on each side, and then we'll make it like 4 blocks tall. I feel like 3 is just too little, but we're just gonna start with getting. We're just gonna start with getting this dug through the thing in general. I'm just trying to go through this. We might actually end up going through a little cave, which would be pretty cool. But that's not really why we're doing this. We're doing this because I think this is gonna be so cool when it's done. Are you lost, soldier? Where's the collect army? What are you talking about? Thank you for gifting, though. Are you talking about Helldivers too? I'm sorry, but I really only play Helldivers when I have someone to play with. I love games like Minecraft to play by myself because it's something I can play by myself and have fun. But Helldivers, I feel like I need to have friends to be there for the experience to be fun. Also, I think we're getting close to being outside. Maybe. I don't know. Where's my shovel? But thank you for gifting, though. Even though I don't understand your comment that much. I'm guessing it's in relation to Helldivers, but I can't be sure. Alright, now we're getting close to the edge. So again, this is gonna be pretty quick, I would say. It's daytime. We can hear that zombie burning. Unless there's lava. Thank you for gifting. Sorry, what's your name? Mr. X2 James. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. There's a baby zombie right there. Okay, so this is the plan. I'm gonna go ahead and make this. I'm gonna just dig out the next 2. Because this, we already got the middle part. But I want this to be 4 blocks tall. So we'll dig this out. And then we'll start digging the rest of this. This isn't gonna be, again, this tunnel, it's not gonna be too crazy. In fact, I don't even know if I'm gonna make it look that pretty. I'll probably just leave some I'll leave stone on the sides if it's there. I'll probably just add like a log on top of it. Just to maybe add like a little detail. Just to make it seem like it's holding it up. Even though it really doesn't matter because this is Minecraft. It doesn't need to be held up by anything, but it looks cool. You can't see this in the map, but going through it is an experience in and of itself. Hi, kitty. Say hi, guys. Say hi, Cleo. Say hi to the stream, Cleo. Kitty! Okay, bye-bye. Oh, I love my kitty. She's so silly. Oh, I hope whoever just saw that saw my cat. Anyways. This tunnel, again, this shouldn't take us the entire hour. That's why I decided to do this in this episode. It's because I knew that this isn't going to take very long. And so, I'd rather just get this done now. It's not like I don't want to do this. I just think if I had this ready for, like, I'm gonna finish this next episode. Granted, that next episode I have like 2-3 hours to build this railroad. I'm gonna finish it. Granted, if I have that time, that is. If I don't have 2 to 3 hours to do this, I probably won't do it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna dig out. I'm gonna dig out this so we know what the radius is for this tunnel. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and go up to the top of this hill and craft a chest or two because I want to save all this cobblestone I'm mining. I'm mainly using look, I'm mainly using deep slate in my builds and stuff, but I think cobblestone is valuable enough for me to want to save it, you know? Because it's still, I still need it for like furnaces stuff. I mean, I think you can use deep slate for that, but regardless, like, I'm still gonna save it, you know? It's good building blocks. But like the granite and stuff and gravel, I don't really give a shit. It can go, like, really. You know, another possible route I could have taken is I could have had it go through here. Which would have had to go through or go over a cave. But whatever. Doesn't really matter. My cat, I think she wants to sit with me. She keeps brushing against my leg. Anyways, we're gonna sleep. There's some armadillos. Is he gonna crawl? He was trying to cuddle me. Don't worry, armadillos. I'll keep y'all safe. Again, I'm just gonna craft one chest. I just want to keep. I'm gonna keep all the materials that I'm gaining from this just in here, cause I'll use these eventually, I'm sure. But like, yeah. Oh. Oh man. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Alright, we're just gonna start digging this out. I don't know what's gonna be faster. I don't know if going in just one line at a time is gonna be faster, or if taking all of it out at once is gonna be faster. I'll just do this. Well, other than the excitingness of showing you guys some of my plans for this world in the future, this is gonna be a rather boring episode. It's just mainly gonna be me mining out this entire tunnel. But hey, I mean, it's very important. It's just kind of a filler. If this were an anime, this would be like a filler episode, you know? You don't need to watch it to understand like the main point of the story, but it's still important to some aspect of it, you know? To character development, I guess, if you want to say that. I mean, you could. I wouldn't say it's that crazy. God, I fucking hate gravel, guys. Can I tell you all about how much I hate gravel? No? You don't care? I didn't think you did. Anyways. I think it is going to be faster just to do this. Anyways, so I have a few plans. I already told you guys about the quarry town I want to make, called Nigel's Quarry. That's something I want to do. You guys already know about that, I think. But in case anyone who's watching doesn't know about what I'm talking about, I'm gonna make a quarry town, like a town based off of a quarry, like a company town. If you guys don't know what a company town is, it's basically a town that's centered around one industry. The popular ones are like coal mines, logging, and they're really bad, but I'm doing it in this world because this is Minecraft. They work in Minecraft. So basically this town's gonna be centered around a cave that goes pretty deep into the ground. It's gonna be a really nice looking quarry. I'm gonna try to make it look nice, that is. And there's gonna just be stonemasons there. I'm gonna have a railroad that connects to it, and it's gonna connect to Cleo City, and it's also gonna connect to another town that I'm about to talk about. And I'm gonna call the place Nigel's Quarry, Nigel's quarry, because I'm gonna have a parrot in there, and his name's gonna be Nigel, and he's gonna be like the CEO of Nigel's quarry. He's gonna be the mayor. He's like I don't even know how to call it, capitalist parrot. He's gonna be owning the place. I'm just gonna be building the place. He owns it though. He doesn't exist yet. Nigel does not exist yet, but he's going to own it. He owns the place, but I own the concept of it, because if he's mean to me, he won't get his own quarry at all. That was silly, sorry. But the other town, I said I was gonna have it connect to another thing that I'm thinking of doing, and that is I'm going to make a port or an oceanside city or town. More like a town, because it's not gonna be big enough to be a city. The only true city in this world is gonna be Cleo City, because it's gonna be the only village where I'm gonna have a little bit of everything, and so it's gonna warrant the name city, you know. This port town, I'm gonna call it Port Apollo, because I like to name stuff in this world after my pets in Minecraft or in real life. Cleo City is named after my cat Cleo. Nigel's quarry is gonna be named after the parrot that I'm gonna put in Nigel's quarry, Nigel. And then Port Apollo is gonna be named after my stray cat, whose name was Wet Spot, but his more proper name was Apollo. And so it's gonna be named after him. He died. He's dead, which is really sad. I love that guy. Wet Spot was so cute. Apollo, or I should say. But he lived a good life. We gave him a pretty good life for everything considered, I would say. Even though he is dead as we speak. I still miss him. He was a really good cat. But he's probably in a better place now. I hope. Anyways, this port town, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna put some fishermen there. It's mainly just gonna be for show. Really, there's not gonna be much use in it. I mean, the only use I could think of is if they ever implement those villager rebalancing trades, or villager trade rebalancing things, then it would be useful, because I have access to a desert village, because it's technically a desert. There's a few cactuses there, but it's mostly not. I mean, but hey. Huh? Why is there an armadillo skeet right here? Did one of them just die? Can you even get a skeet? I'm sorry. Can you even get skeets from armadillos by killing them? I don't think you can. I think I just killed 2 armadillos for no reason. Oh man, I feel like shit now. Anyways. But Port Apollo isn't gonna be a very important town. But it's gonna be really cool looking. I mean, it's on like this big, it's gonna be on this big plot of sand right next to the ocean, and I'm gonna have a railroad that connects it to Nigel's quarry, and I'm also gonna connect it to the railroad that leads to the Macacia train station. So it's gonna be interconnected to the rest of the world. And I'm thinking also at this railroad, at the end of this railroad, at the Macacia train station, I'm gonna have another railroad that goes up to this village that was near the spawn of this world. No, there's an acacia village right next to the spawn of this world, and that's where I'm gonna have that railroad lead. I don't know what this is a future project. I don't know what this railroad or what purpose this town will serve is. Really, it's just for show. Like, I can genuinely not think of anything that this town's gonna be better that I'm gonna have here that's gonna be better. Maybe I mean, I could do a fletching village, like a Fletcher village. I think that would actually be a pretty good idea. Cleo City, the goal for Cleo City is to have like farmers and librarians as like the main thing, but have like a little bit of everything else too, like Fletchers and other stuff. But for the most part, just librarians and those. But I'll have like a little bit of everything. And maybe this, maybe I could have, maybe I can have the spawn port. It's not going to be called that, but it's just a placeholder name for now. Spawn port. It's right next to spawn. That's why I'm calling it that. Maybe I could have that town be a fletching village. Ideally, the fletching village will be with spruce wood. I don't know. I don't know. I could make the desert village the fletching village. It wouldn't really make much sense because the acacia one is right next to the ocean, to be fair. So it could both are right next to the ocean, so it doesn't really matter. But if I had the fletching village at Port Apollo, then I could put dark oak trees in the desert over there, and I could call it the Dark Oak Desert, which sounds pretty cool. But hey, really doesn't matter where I do it. A whole village of Fletchers will be useful, because right now I don't really have like a good way to get a lot of emeralds. I have farmers at Cleo City I can trade with, but I haven't built the farming hall yet, so I can't really use them for mass emerald production. But if I get a few Fletchers, right, and maybe I set up a curing station over there and make a fletching trading hall at Port Apollo in the future when I build Port Apollo, then I could get a lot of emeralds. Because if I'm trading one stick for an emerald, it's ridiculous. I can make one of the towns a butcher town too. Maybe I could call it Meatville. It's a really gay name. It sounds like it'd be something like a gay strip club, maybe. I don't know. Either way, what I want to do is I want to have like multiple cities scattered throughout my world that I have railroads all connecting to make this world feel more like a country, this whole general area. And then I'll have each of that village specialize in one, maybe two things if it's a big city, like Cleo City. So like Port Apollo, I'll probably have, I don't know what I'll do with Port Apollo. It's a port side, it's a seaside village. So it's not, it could be fishermen, but the thing is with fishermen is they don't really have that many great trades. Fishermen are kind of shit. I mean, you can trade them boats for emeralds, and I think you can trade them raw fish for emeralds too. But there's only so much fishing I'm willing to do for an emerald, okay? And, well, to put it simply, I'm not going to be spending any time there. If I'm going to be making that a fisherman village, I'm not going to spend any time there. Really, there's no way I'm spending time there. So I'll have to make Port Apollo, or any village I make for that matter, have a good reason for me to go there. Whether it be for emeralds or for some unique trades. Like, maybe the butcher town I can make near the spawn over there. And that town, okay, so I know butchers sell steaks on Bedrock Edition, which is really good. So maybe I could go there to get my fixing of food every once in a while. And butchers also have pretty decent trades for emeralds. Dried kelp, sweet berries. Sweet berries are only decent for that reason, because you can trade them to butchers for emeralds. But, I don't know. I mean, outside of a fletching village and a butcher village, I have no clue. I don't really know what else I could do. It's really... I mean... I'll have a stonemason village, I'll have a farmer and librarian village. I could do an armorer village. Only thing is, I don't really see the reason for an armor village, like an armorer or toolsmith village, because I have so many diamonds already and I only need like one set of tools. That's just something I should do for like an add-on to my village, you know? Not like, I shouldn't make a whole village centered around armorers and toolsmiths. I should make that as like something that Cleo City has, which is probably gonna be enough. I could do a cartographer village. I said myself that Cleo City's a bit of everything, so I have a few cartographers there already. But you know, it's Cleo City. It's gonna have everything. Are you kidding me? First warning. What did I do? What did I do? What? Hate speech? I didn't do anything. What did I do? Bro, what did I even say that would be classified as hate speech? Am I still streaming? Oh.